For this tutorial, I'm going to show you how to make my cable knit bracelet, but instead of doing it on the rainbow loom, I'm going to show you how to do it on the MonsterTail. And one of the big benefits with doing it on the MonsterTail is there's no transferring. You can make it as long as you need it. Because usually when I do a bracelet, I like it bigger, so it's at least 2 looms plus a little more. So I really like making it on the MonsterTail. Keep calling it loom. So this is the one I made, I think, in that tutorial. And I love this one. This is the pastel colors. But I think my favorite one is probably this one with the rainbow colors. So I'm going to show you how to make these little cable knit pieces, and I'm going to show you how to piece them together. So it's fairly simple. It's just getting it all together. So let's get started. So this is what each cable knit part will look like. You'll have your beginning part and however many colors, and then you have the end band. So when I say a number, I'm counting what's in the middle. I'm not counting the 2 end bands. So this one is 6, and I just did the rainbow colors like that. So it's 6 plus the 2, the holder ones. So like this one has 1, 2, this is 8. So I added that middle row to hold it down a little bit. So I'm going to show you how to do that. But usually with 6, you don't need it. Let's see, this one's 4. I think, anything else? This one is 5. So it's however thick you want it, because it's, it's going to be thinner. I did 3 and I didn't really care for the 3. I like 4 is probably the lowest I would go. But I mean, you can do all different patterns. I'm going to do just a simple pattern today, because if I try to do it complicated with the tutorial, I'll mess up. So I'm going to show you how to do this one. And how I initially started was I take whatever band I'm doing to hold it with. I like to use the same color I'm using for the chain part on the sides, just so it blends in better. So you're going to double it on your finger like that. And then you're going to take your next color, which mine's red, on your other finger. You put your hook through that one, and you're going to grab onto this one and go through it again, like that. You grab your next color and double it on your finger, and pull it through. So when I was making all of those bracelets, my finger started getting really sore and like my cuticle split. So I was trying different things like paper clips to do this with, and what I came up with was chopsticks. So I took a pair of chopsticks, and they were connected at the end, but I taped them just so they wouldn't open up. And I put a piece of paper towel in there, and I put bands on there so it makes it stay open a little bit. And I would just double it on here. And this just saved my finger from destruction. Like that. So you may find another way. I did a paper clip initially. There's all different ways you can do it. But this definitely saved my finger. I love rainbow. Okay, so once you have the colors on there, then for the last band that holds it, you're not going to double it, you're just going to pull it through. And it'll end up like this. And usually they don't come off. I'll just be gentle with it so it doesn't come apart. So there is 1. So I had, in my initial bracelet, I had 28. And it's a little bit loose, but I do like it loose so it slides around a little bit so I don't feel like it's cutting into my skin. So start with maybe, I don't know, 25. It's always good to have them made ahead of time so that when you go to make your bracelet it goes a lot faster. So I'm going to go get my other ones because I already pre-made some. And we'll start with the bracelet. So once you have your cable knits all ready to go, this is mine right here. It's good, especially if you have a pattern, like a certain, like when you do something like this, how it goes like that, it's good to have it like planned out ahead of time. Take it from me. Nothing worse than getting halfway into it and realize you put the wrong one. So that's why I did mine simple. It's the same pattern each way. So to start off, whatever you're going to use for your side colors, you're going to crisscross, make a figure 8 like that, and do the same thing on this end. So if you're doing, I'm doing 6. If you're doing 6 or more, you can do the middle part. Now if you don't want to do the middle part, because this is 6 right here, and it really doesn't need it, but I would say if you're going to do bigger than that, it's probably a good idea. And it holds it a little bit more stable, so it's up to you. But I'm going to do it just so I can show you how it's done. So if you don't want to do the middle part, you just ignore this and just follow the other part. Okay, so once you have the crisscrosses on there, you're going to take double the bands for the sides. So it will always be double now on the sides. So there will be a lot of bands on the pegs, so just be careful and pay attention to what you're doing. So if you are doing the middle one, you're going to add a single band, and I like to do the clear because when you do like the color, it like kind of takes away from the pattern. So I'm going to grab these from the bottom. And bring it into the middle. So over and into the middle. So these act like your cap band, if you were doing on the rainbow loom. You know, the sea coral was my favorite for a long time. I think this one is my favorite because it's more me. I like wearing it. I like the way it looks. I like the rainbow colors. I just love it. Okay, so now you're ready to put on a cable knit. So just like I said, pay attention to your pattern. You're going to put this on like that, and you're going to go across to the other side like that. So got that on there, and then you're going to do the double bands for the side. And then a single if you're doing the middle part. Okay, so now you're going to grab the 2 bands that are holding the cable knit. So be very cautious, make sure you've got the right ones, and you're going to bring it over into the middle. And then you do the same thing to the other 2 bands that are holding the cable knit. You're going to bring it over and into the middle, like that. Now once you have that in the middle, you're going to grab the bottom 2 bands into the middle. Same thing for this side. And if you're doing that middle one, you're going to grab the bottom one and bring it over. And flip it around and do the same thing for this side. So what this does is it locks the ends of the cable knit onto here, and then this one just holds it like in a space. So do this a couple more times. So make sure you got your pattern going. When I was practicing, I did it wrong. So, which is good because now I'm more cautious. Let's put that on there and go across. Then double bands. And then a single band in the middle. I'm going to grab that cable knit holder bands into the middle. Now sometimes I go across the top. Once you get a rhythm going, you can figure out what works best for you. Just always make sure you're grabbing the right ones, and you hold on so the other bands don't come off to you. So once that's in the middle, grab the bottom bands, and then the center if you're doing it, flip it. So this is pretty easy. You keep pushing it down so you can get it, the next one on there. I'll do one more. See, now make sure, I almost put the purple there. Across. And a single. Always be careful. So you're just going to keep continuing this until you get the length you like, and then I'll show you how to end it. The bracelet. See, it's coming through like that. Looking pretty already. Okay, so here I am. I have 28 of the cable knit things on there. So then we're going to end it. So I put my last one on there and fold everything over. So now I'm going to take a single band for each one of these. So do the black for the side ones, because that's what I use for the chain. The middle is clear. So you're going to take the bottom one, zipping over like you've been doing, into the center. Same on both sides. And now you're going to bring it all over to one side. So you can bring that over to that side. Right there. And this. Over there. I'm going to add some C-clips. You could do them all. No, actually you can't. I take that back. I was going to say you could do it on one C-clip, but then it won't lay right. Okay, so once you have those on there, make sure it's secure. This is the final bracelet. So like I said, this is 28. And so when I end up putting this together, that'll be really good for me, because like I said, I like it loose. And there's that middle one in there. So with the clear, you know, you can't really see it. It doesn't show up as much. When you do like if I did black, it would really take away from the pattern. Unless you want black in the pattern. So there it is. Cable knit bracelet on the rainbow, sorry, MonsterTail hang it. And I do have a tutorial for how to do this on your hook. I've had a few people ask me on my last tutorial. So check out my page. I may do that one again. Excuse me, I may do that one again, but so here it is, cable knit. Thanks for watching. So real quick, I did take out that middle row because there's only 6 on there, and I think it looks better without it in this instance with the rainbow. So if you want to try it with it, and then you can take it out if you don't like it. But so there it is. So now thanks for watching.